frameworks, and everything we are going to do in this ministry, hopefully in the next 15 years, will be within the framework of the National Water Resources Master Plan and the SDG 6.
How many of the short-term plans you met on ground are you following up on?
Almost all the dam and irrigation and water projects we have met. We have no intention of abandoning them except under critical situations. So we organized a technical audit of all the projects. I inherited 117 projects, ongoing projects.
Across the country? Across
the country. And I'll tell you that to the best of my knowledge, I've asked this question since 1999. Not a single one of those projects was commissioned. So I now felt that the best thing for us to do, so much money has been invested in these projects, is we must try and finish them.
Not a single one of the 117 have been commissioned, is that what you said?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, yes. And when I say commission, I mean fully closed.
Yes.
The project is finished, it's serving its people, the contractors have been paid off, the final accounts have been done, and it's closed. All these projects are running. Some have been abandoned for 16 years. The contracts are still subsisting because they have not been cancelled, So it only makes sense that we should prioritize these projects and continue. So what we did after the technical audit, we've set up criteria and asked the experts that helped us to do the technical audit to rank those projects based on the criteria. Which ones do you think are top priority? Which are medium priority? Which are low priority? Which do you think we should abandon and cut our losses and move on? And they all did that, and even today we're reviewing some of these projects. We're virtually finished with all the water supply projects. We've prioritized them, and based on that priority, we're working on the dams and irrigation projects now. We're taking the priorities. We are now going to sit down with the contractors, see what is there. Those that we have some funding in the budget to pay, we pay them some money so we get them back to site. Those that are not within the budget, we'll prioritize, we'll do all the program, and we'll make sure we start including them in the 2017 budget so that we can complete those as well. But that is not to say also there will not be new projects. There are some strategic projects that have been identified by the master plan, which we must begin to prepare for because of the lasting strategic importance they have to the country.
Water, we know, plays a very critical role in agriculture. And the minister even went as far as saying so, because agriculture wants to be used now as a new cash cow. So how is this ministry going to help provide that needed amount of water that we need to boost agriculture at the moment?
That is the more reason why we must go back to our National Water Resources Master Plan, because in that program it has identified all the potential areas for irrigation. It has identified the key water infrastructure that needs to be developed to be able to support that irrigation potential. And for many years, that has not been the case. Nobody has been following this program. We've been spending money on small and inconsequential projects.
So what do you regard as inconsequential?
Well, projects that have no impact on the larger society.
For instance?
Constituency projects. The Ministry of Water Resources should not be saddled with constituency projects, building classrooms, and street lights. That's not our business.
Where did that happen?
Where it's been happening. Where? Here, in this ministry.
Can you cite examples?
Go and look at the budgets for the last 3, 4, 5 years, and you see what you understand what I'm talking about. Okay. They're all there, at the expense of irrigation projects, at the expense of key dam projects that we need to do, at the expense of developing and improving on our hydropower potential. This is what has been going on, and that is what we want to move this ministry away from, so that we can concentrate on those strategic projects to provide the backbone to the policy on agriculture. And in doing that, as if you have been following the trend since February or so, we've been engaging the River Basin Development Authority because they hold the dams and the irrigation systems. And if you look at our roadmap also, you'll see that we are proposing a huge investment in irrigation and irrigation-supported infrastructure.
Let's take a look at this. You said Nigeria needs 1.5 trillion naira to attain 500,000 hectares of irrigation by 2030. And that's among other projects that you intend. This is very huge. How do you intend to achieve this?
Well, we are hopeful that the money will be there. That is even just an aspect that we are trying to promote under normal government procurement. But Nigeria has a potential of 3.14 million hectares of irrigable land, out of which not up to 10% is being used today. Yes. What we want to do is for government to support the infrastructure to get us from the about 75,000 hectares or 135 that has been developed to 500,000 hectares. But we're still saying also that we'll encourage large-scale commercial farmers and investors to expand the irrigation potential by another 1 million, so that maybe by 2030 we expect to have minimum of 1.5 million hectares. That's ambitious, but you have to start somewhere. Because
when you plan, you put down immediate and long-term strategies. You should also be looking at the funding.
Oh, sure.
How is that going to come about?
Well, part of our roadmap was also to discuss and to study and look at potential areas of funding. It has to be two-way. There has to be the public-private partnership approach, and there has to be government must continue to invest a certain amount of money into infrastructure.
How much are we talking about?
Well, you mentioned it, 1.something trillion.
Is that all?
As far as irrigation is concerned, but there are other areas also. Okay. But we're optimistic that the country will change for the better, and the resources will be found.
All right, hold on to your thoughts. We're still with the Minister of Water Resources. We'll be right back for more on this. Please join us again. Welcome back. We're still with the Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Adamu. Thank you for joining us once again.